Hi, this is Marianne with RealPro. Today I got a request for a conventional refi, 80% loan to value, cash back. I've kind of been focusing on FHA, so thank you so much for that request. I'm going to go into refinance, conventional, and we're going to do cash back. If we go cash back maximum, the maximum loan to value we want is 80%. Let's say the appraised value is $600,000. And again, I'm just making up numbers to make this example. And press enter, enter. And let's say they owe $300,000 at 6.5%. It's not a condo. There's no second. Let's say they're going to get a 5.5% interest rate. Amortized 30 years. So 80% loan to value would be $480,000. Which we have right here. That's 80% loan to value. Okay, we would have to put in the actual property insurance. So I'm going to say $125 a month. That's probably a little high. Let's say $100 a month. Property taxes at 1.25 would be $625. See, I've got to guess at these numbers. You would know what the actual property taxes were in your deal. So I'm going to say $500. There's no mortgage insurance because we have 80% loan to value. No Mello-Roos, flood or earthquake, or HOA. And now we're going to collect the closing costs. We've got 1 point origination. Say the appraisal fee, $425. Credit report, underwriting, $395. Process and docs. Actually, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to lump all the loan fees into $1,400. You can split them up, your underwriting, processing, docs, admin fee, and wire transfer. I'm going to make them $1,400 total. We have 30 days of interest, prepaid interest. 6 months taxes. You may or may not have 6 months of taxes because you do have 80% loan to value. They would have the opportunity of paying their own taxes. I'm going to leave the 6 months in. 14 months insurance, that's the same story. They may require 1 year policy paid up front, but they wouldn't necessarily require impounds. That would be up to you whether you want to leave that 14 months in or if your client is going to be making their payments all on their own. I'm going to leave the 14 months in. I'm going to finance the prepaids. There's your escrow fee, sub-escrow, title insurance. Now, if you're working with a company that is giving you some kind of a flat rate, let's say it doesn't matter what the loan amount is, all escrow fees are $550. You could make that change in the setup, or you can take the values that I have in here. If they have a flat rate and it's $550, you would just change it to $550. And the same story for title insurance. Make it easier on yourself if you're working with an escrow or title insurance company that do have flat rates as opposed to the chart. No prepayment penalty. We've got $75 for reconveyance and $75 for demand. 30 days of interest owed on the first. I'm going to change that to 15. So your recording, notary $150, no inspection, and then we have miscellaneous $200. I'm going to say yes to calculating the APR. Not going to show the YSP. Next. So here we have a $480,000 loan amount, 80% loan to value. The closing costs were $16,616.97. The APR is 5.7, and the cash back is $163,383. Now you may or may not want that much in cash back, but that's an example of an 80% loan to value. In this case, we had a lot of equity, so we had a lot that we could take out in cash, which is not, in this market, not a bad deal if somebody was going to use that to buy a new home or a home for their kids. Go from here to print. We can print in English or in Spanish. We have different heading styles. I'm going to go with style number 7. Now I'm going to go with style number 1. It has my photo and my logo. I'm going to print it in English. And I'm going to make this smaller so that it fits. I actually don't have my photo or logo set up in here. That's okay. You would have your logo over here and your photo on this side. So we have the refi, maximum cash back. Appraised value is $600,000. First trust deed, $300,000. First trust deed interest, so you can see what you base this information on. There's your $480,000 loan amount and your cash back of $163,383.03. It's your APR. So your total prepaids were $7,400. Again, that wouldn't be so high if you didn't have the impounds on the taxes and the insurance. But you're financing those into the loan anyway. And the total closing costs, $9,215. Those would be all of the other costs, not including the prepaids. Any questions? Don't hesitate to give me a call. Here's my phone number, 909-597-4504. I am not Marv, that is a Y. So it's Marianne. Here's my website and my email address. Again, any questions? Don't hesitate to give me a call. And thank you so much for bringing this to my attention and allowing me to give you an example of an 80% loan to value cash back conventional refi.